You're listening to WVUD HD1 Newark. I'm going to butt into the Jimi Hendrix marathon we're having going right now, and I'm going to throw it over to Lauren and Dani to give us the news. What do you guys got for us?
Good evening, University of Delaware. I'm Lauren Mick.
And I'm Dani Roth.
With WVUD News. The top story at this hour, University Provost Grasso sent out an open letter to the UD community this afternoon addressing allegations made by the review. Grasso claims the review misrepresented administrative actions and made factual errors in their report on sexual assault accusations surrounding a UD professor.
Delaware State Police said today 47-year-old Glenn Sago Jr. is in fair condition at Christiana Hospital after being shot by a state trooper. Authorities say on Wednesday afternoon, a trooper went to a home in Hartley for a report of a suicidal person. Investigators say Sago began beating the trooper with a metal cane, and she took out her electronic stun gun to subdue him. Sago took the device from the trooper and shocked her with it. The trooper then shot Sago in the leg.
Firefly Music Festival, held annually in Dover, Delaware, is hoping to get a boost from a major promoter in the industry. The founders of Firefly have teamed up with Golden Voice, the group that created the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. Golden Voice announced Wednesday that it is teaming up with Chicago-based Red Frog Events, which currently puts on Firefly. Golden Voice will promote and produce next year's festival.
Police have released a description of a person of interest in the disappearance of a University of Virginia student, Hannah Graham. A witness claims he saw this man put his arm around Graham early Saturday in the downtown mall in Charlottesville. She was last seen that night. Graham had been the focus of an intense search in the college town since Sunday. And now in national news, President Barack Obama's request for congressional backing to train and arm Syrian rebels battling ISIS easily passed in the House. The Senate is expected to vote later today on the measure, which was added to a spending bill to keep the government running into December.
A New York man pleaded not guilty today to 3 counts of attempting to provide support and resources to ISIS. Mufid Elfgi was arrested earlier this year after authorities say he bought weapons as part of a plan to kill members of the U.S. Armed Forces returning from war, as well as Shiites in the Rochester, New York area.
President Obama will announce $46 million in new security assistance for the Ukrainian military, including equipment to detect incoming artillery fire. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko met with Obama this morning, sending a clear message to Russian President Vladimir Putin about Western support for Ukraine. The security aid package includes counter-mortar radar, vehicles and patrol boats, body armor, and heavy engineering equipment.
Scottish voters head to the polls today to decide the future of their country's union with England, which has lasted for 307 years. Multiple polling outlets indicate it will be a close election. A yes vote would trigger 18 months of negotiations between Scottish leaders and London-based politicians on how the two countries would separate their institutions. It's still not clear what currency Scotland would use or what its status would be in the EU and NATO.
And now in sports, UD junior Joe Dupree earned his second award as the Eastern College Athletic Conference Co-Player of the Week. The English midfielder tallied 2 game-winning goals last week as the Blue Hens improved their record to 6-0 to match the best start in program history.
Former UD star Elena Deladon became the latest player to withdraw from the U.S. women's basketball national team pool because of injury. The Chicago Sky player was restricted in the WNBA Finals by a bad back, and it was announced today that she won't be able to join the team for the World Championship at the end of the month.
John Quiones, host of the ABC show What Would You Do, will address the UD community at 7:30 tonight in the Trabant Multipurpose Rooms. A Jack Russell Terrier that somehow ended up in Oregon more than 4 months after she went missing from her home near Philly is going to be flown back to the Keystone State. A microchip implanted in Gidget allowed workers at an animal shelter south of Portland to find her owner. PetLink, the manufacturer of the microchip, offered to pay for her flight home.
In weather, we had partly cloudy skies with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 53 degrees today. We can expect similar conditions tomorrow. For WVUD News, I'm Laura Mick.
And I'm Dani Roth.
Thanks for listening and have a great night.